After an impulse move higher to a critical resistance level on the charts, Helium has begun to cool off. Tracking the ascending triangle on the 1-hour chart was fun, but such small time frames don't hold much weight over the long haul. The RSI has receded out of overbought territory and into the bullish control zone, but there is still a lot of resistance on the charts and especially across the broader macro landscape. Despite the stack of exciting partnerships and announcements in the pipeline, it is still very possible that we see HNT retest the most recent bear market lows. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another video here on the Crypto Compound channel. Thank you guys all so much for being here. I hope you guys are having a great day. A lot of exciting stuff to go through here on the charts. A lot of developments since the last video just 2 days ago. I think it probably looks worse than it does. I think this is very normal, especially considering how overbought we were here on the daily. We're going to go through all the different time frames here on the Helium HNT chart, but we are also, more importantly, going to take a step back and look at the broader markets, including the altcoin market cap, which is going to play a pivotal role in how the price of many of these altcoins develop over the course of the next few months and even years. So guys, what we are going to look at really quickly before we dig into the HNT price chart is the S&P 500 index right here. As unrelated as it might seem to Helium and the HNT price and all the development that's going on in the Helium ecosystem and the Helium HNT world, this is going to play a pivotal role in the direction that HNT and other altcoins and cryptos move over the next year or so. As we can see, it was completely rejected by this incredibly strong and powerful supply line here on the daily chart. This daily chart trend line has touched once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and was rejected a 6th time just yesterday. This is tremendous market resistance that is going to impact every market across the world. And we just have to use this as a scope to look at what is going on in the crypto world, because if we can't overtake this supply line, it is very unlikely for any altcoins or even Bitcoin to do any sort of long-term rally. And guys, if we look over here at the NASDAQ, we can see the exact same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost about 6 touches again on this supply line for the NASDAQ. As long as the equity markets aren't able to overcome this supply line and retest it perhaps as resistance, we shouldn't expect any extremely long-term uptrends to take place in the crypto markets. This is very important and is really the backdrop right now for trying to exit this bear market in the crypto world. Guys, here's the last chart we're going to look at before we look at HNT. This is extremely important. So this is the entire crypto market cap plotted on a chart excluding Bitcoin. So it's basically the altcoin market cap. And as we can see, we are currently in this structure on the daily. Of course, this is the daily, so this is pretty significant. And as you can see, we were rejected right here yesterday by this supply line. And looking at this chart, next stop is back to retest this bottom here, which is a pretty long ways off. If we make it all the way down, it is very likely that altcoins like Helium, even Solana, do retest these bear market lows moving forward. So guys, I wanted to highlight this because I don't see a lot of people talk about it, but this is extremely important in terms of really seeing some long-term rallying going on in altcoins and cryptos in general. Now guys, if we look here at the relative performance, we can see that Helium actually is still in the top 5 outperformers over the past 7 days. As we can see right down here, up 41% over the last 7 days. But interestingly enough, if we sort this by the 24-hour percentage, Helium is actually the worst performing top 100 coin by market cap over the last 24 hours. Really interesting to see the dichotomy there. But as we can see here on the daily chart, we were extremely overbought here on the RSI on the daily. With the receding of the price, we also have seen a receding of this RSI back down to the bullish control zone here, right around 70, a very respectable and healthy level for the RSI to be at right now. Now we can see here we were not able to overtake this resistance here. Of course, this is all that really matters right now for HNT moving forward in terms of breaking and ending this downtrend we have been in for months now. But it is very possible that we do recede and come back and retest this level down at $1.50. Of course, ultimately what we want to see here is just a higher low. Right now, as we can see, if we zoom out, everything is just going down, down, down. We need to see a higher low here form on the daily chart. We need to see it form and hold moving forward, and then we can attempt to retake this $3.25 level again. Now, guys, as I mentioned, we were looking at the hourly for a while because this is fun, but again, such a short time frame doesn't hold much weight in terms of long-term price action, but we can see we did fail to take over the 325, of course, and we receded after we broke downward on this ascending triangle. HNT now attempting to retake a higher low here, but I don't think this level will hold. I do think we ultimately will end up going a bit lower here based on the macroeconomics of the broader markets and of the nature of these coins. Now, if we look at the weekly, which of course is the most significant time frame, this retreat in price is almost invisible, and the RSI is still at incredibly low levels. There is still a lot of room to make progress here on the weekly, and we are still in positive momentum here on the MACD. Now, guys, I do want to highlight this tweet from Amir yesterday where he gave a little bit of a teaser at multiple announcements and partnerships and events. This, of course, is great news, but being in the current state of the market that we're in, this isn't really going to move the price of HNT in any significant way for any significant period of time, just because of how altcoins and cryptos are so correlated right now in the depths of this bear market. And I also want to mention, guys, I do think we ultimately will go lower here over the next few weeks and pretty likely retest down to this $1.50 area. I just feel like the sentiment has changed so quickly from a bear market to a bull market, and that's really not how these things work. These things take months to develop and to reaccumulate and for people to reestablish positioning and all of these sorts of things. I don't think after this quick impulse move higher, we're going to make it all the way out of this year-long bear market just like that. I think we certainly should expect to at least retest this level. We might not make it all the way down there. We might make it even lower and make a new low, but it's impossible to tell right now. All we can do is wait and see. But of course, accumulating valuable coins at such low risk entry points here after these altcoins and HNT are down 85, 90% from their all-time highs. These are relatively low risk areas if you're looking to get involved long term. Of course, this is not financial advice, but these levels down here, even after an impulse move like this, could turn out to be extremely profitable bets long term. And guys, I will leave you with this. We are still seeing very healthy and steady demand side protocol fees here on the Helium network. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching until the end. Please let me know any questions or comments you guys have down below. Thank you so much for being here. Please like and subscribe if you have not already. But just like that, this video is over, and I will see you next time.